Hello, I got for you another interesting watch. Today I have a Chinese watch. Very often you can hear that you shouldn't buy Chinese watch because there are often fake ones or copies or something, some high-end watches, or they are rather low quality. This is like the opposite example. There are a couple of Chinese brands that make exceptional well watches, like FIYTA, Sigul or Beijing watch. They are making even the one of the most complicated watches in the world, so they are not also watches for everybody, and the price point is really high. This is watch that almost everybody can afford, and for sure this is something interesting. This is a FIYTA from Aeronautics series, so one of the watches designed for Chinese Shenzhou 2003 space program, and this model is GA8370.WBW, and this is only non-limited watch from this aeronautic collection. This was a Chinese space program training watch, so this watch is supposed to work in a variety of different environments, from very low to very high temperature, from on different gravity levels, so with a lot of pressure, and even with no gravity environment. So it should be very nicely and very solidly made watch. What I can say about this watch? It has a couple of interesting features. I'll do a close-up in a moment, but on the right you can see AM PM indicator and chronograph counter. It's actually 45 minutes counter, because this was the time of spacewalk for Chinese astronauts. Okay, on to a close-up. As you can see, detailing for sure on this price point, because when these watches first come out, there were the price was on over $1,000. I think even 1,500 for a couple of models from this series. As I said, this was only non-limited models, a little bit lower, but they were very quickly discounted, so you probably can find you could find them in the 500-600 euro range. For this price point you cannot find watch with this level of detailing. It's really hard, and especially with some kind of interesting story behind it, because there were not many watches that you can say they are space watches. This particular watch wasn't exactly in space, but I think it's close enough, to be honest, because there are many other watches called space watches. They hadn't been even that close. So the watch itself is quite bulky. It's 44 millimeters, without the crown, 15 millimeters high. So only this connects with only downside of this watch for me, because it has a nice clasp, butterfly type, but this clasp don't have any micro adjustment, so you have to be a little bit lucky that the watch fit exactly your wrist. Maybe if you're not so focused to details as I am, but when you have more watches, you will look for ideal fit for your wrist, and it's not that comfortable as it should be. So this is a little bit downside, but I cannot find other downside for this watch. If you like this design, you can go bet about this model. this watch of course is automatic chronograph. Hard to say what movement is inside. Probably some Chinese modification of Valjoux 7750, because this is the rather most common movement used by Chinese company with this kind of watches, but they have some modification of their own. As I said, this 45-minute counter or AMPM indicator, and that's show us that Chinese brands are improving and making better and better watches. As everything in China, they looking to find customers for every price point, so they have to do also good quality products, not only the cheapest one, because people very often like to pay more for better quality. Okay, thank you.